fifth, the offer and the close. So these are the things I'm trying to touch on with my offer and my close. Why should they buy my product? Let me clearly illustrate how much better their life will be when they buy my product, right? What's in it for them? So when they buy my product, again, how is their life going to be different? How is it going to affect them in a positive way? How is it going to change their reality for the better? What big problem will it solve? So do they not know how to get traffic? And when they buy my product, they're then going to be able to go ahead and get traffic, right? And then lastly, why should they buy it right then? So let's see if anybody was paying attention to the workshop. Without blank, you don't have an offer. Scarcity, all right? Without scarcity, you don't have an offer. And so at this last component, I'm letting them know, if you don't take action right now, you're going to miss out on these bonuses. If you don't take action right now, the price is going to go up. If you don't take action right now, XYZ is going to disappear. That's, again, getting them to get off the fence using the power of a deadline, all right? People are conditioned to act when the deadline approaches. Who here in school waited until the last night that your project was due and then stayed up all night and crammed in all the work and barely got it done? Why did you do that? Because of the deadline, right? If you're not using deadlines in your marketing, you're not selling nearly as much as you should be. You're probably not selling much at all, right? So again, the good news is that when you bring a lead into our system, we're running webinars constantly for you, nonstop, all right, on a weekly, bi-weekly basis, automated webinars, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And here's a couple of examples of webinars we've used. So the anatomy of a $925,000 per month business, that was selling the pro level of membership. That was a live webinar. An automated webinar, the anatomy of a $347,000 per month business. I need to get a little bit more creative with my hooks. But again, this was selling the annual level of membership, and this was actually an automated webinar. So what would happen is when someone purchased the $1 trial, they would then come through. If they got in contact with their coach, they would go through the boot camp. If they didn't get in contact with their coach, we would push them onto this webinar that would sell the annual level of membership, and then from there, they would get in contact with their coach. We have it all set up in the back office with tags and Infusionsoft and all that jazz. Don't worry about that. But essentially, it's an if this, then that rule. And if they got in contact with their coach, the coach would walk them through the process. If they didn't, they'd go through this webinar, and it would sell them the annual level of membership. And here's a hybrid. These are really cool. Terry actually mentioned hybrids. This is our how to go from $0 to $10,000 per month in 90 days or less webinar. Again, income disclaimer. Check out our average income disclosure. But again, this is actually really cool because how this works is we actually have a coach manning this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week when it's going, all right? We have it a certain couple times per week. I forget what the exact days. I believe Wednesday and Friday. And whenever it goes, we have a coach on there live answering questions, addressing people by name, making it personal. So throughout the boot camp, people register for this webinar. They get on the webinar. They're going through it. The coach is on there, making it very personal. But then I'm on there all the time, nonstop, promoting our higher ticket offers to make you bigger sales of the all-in experience level of membership and the Maui intensive membership on the back end. This webinar does that. And again, it's a hybrid of the two. Now again, these are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, closing sales for you as Super Affiliate Network members. Now let me ask you, who here has bought something on one of our webinars? I think we sold like all of our tickets to this event on a webinar. So we have like 25% of the room who are honest. But again, they work and we're doing them nonstop. All right, number 3, phone follow-up. Now, phone follow-up is the key to high-ticket sales and back-end conversions. So the more someone trusts you, the more they're willing to invest in the back end. You have to be more personal with people in order to go ahead and get them to trust you more. So the more personal the sales medium, the more likely that they'll go ahead and invest in that higher ticket level of membership, right? Whatever the package may be. Now for this, I'm going to defer to who we have coming next, who's going to train you on how we actually use sales with our sales process without the high pressure kind of sleazy tactics and without really just kind of more or less hard pressure selling anybody into anything ever, because he's the master at that and he's going to share with you exactly how he does it. I'm not, that's why I built the system. But again, he'll do that for you. And then fourth, live events, all right? So again, do you see how each of these mediums are getting a little bit more personal? Email, webinars, phone, live events, they're all getting more personal. Now let me ask you, who here has gotten value out of this live event so far? Who here has made the commitment to get to every single live event? Yeah? Awesome. And with that said, you should also get your referrals to make that commitment as well, all right? Because again, we have a lot of red lanyards here. And again, when you get your referrals here, they'll have red lanyards when they leave as well. Does that make sense? Yes. Awesome. Okay, so how live events drive sales. And I have to get through this quickly. But number one, in order to invest in a high-ticket program, there needs to be immense levels of trust built within your prospect. The higher ticket the offer, the more trust is needed and the more personal the sales medium should be. Live events are the most intimate and personal form of marketing, and as a result, they build more trust more effectively than any other medium. Who here has upgraded at this live event? Yeah? Congratulations. And Ace and Rich, have you guys made a commission at this live event? There we go. Emphatically, right? So again, live events work because they're more personal, and people really just see that we actually have their best interests at heart. People see that we actually care. People see that we're normal people. People actually, some people actually think I don't exist, as crazy as it seems. They think I'm an actor and the whole thing's set up and it's just smoke and mirrors. So some people just need to see that I'm real, and then when they see that I'm real, they're more receptive to going ahead and investing, all right? Not only do people end up upgrading at our live events, but they also have positive belief system shifts and breakthroughs that occur at the actual events, and which will occur within your referrals, all right? Which will equal more tier 2 sales for you. So again, get to every single live event, and then secondly, get your team members and your referrals to get to every single live event. Who here has had a breakthrough at this live event? So again, if you have one of these people who had an amazing breakthrough at this event and they go out and produce, you're going to make more money, and we're going to be hosting the live events for you like I showed you again yesterday. Bottom line, get your referrals to every single live event and you'll maximize commissions, you'll create more of a movement, you'll provide more value, you'll affect more people's lives, and at the end of the day, you'll be able to see more people have more success, which is what we're after here at the Super Affiliate Network. And with that said, did you guys get value? Yes? Awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate you immensely. And I'm going to bring Ben back up.